This is Soundoff60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports talk television show. Soundoff60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Here are the boys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Happy holidays, everybody. We're back out at the Holiday on Ice ice rink at L'Auberge Casino to really, once again, put you in the Christmas mood. This is Christmas week, right?
It is.
Because next Monday, it's
Well,
Christmas
big
Eve,
Christmas
so
Eve.
it's Christmas
We have another show
Eve
before
week. I know. Everybody.
But I'm in the holiday spirit.
Are you?
I am, very much so. And I mean, you
our
know,
garb is not, but our garb isn't like really Christmassy. I mean,
last week, I had my
green. All right, you got
Green.
one of them out. You
Tonight
got
I've
one
got
of them.
a short sleeve shirt on. So
Just hand me one of those red ribbons. I'm good to go.
We might hit up Santa's helpers for a
We
little
should.
color. I
definitely
don't know. Welcome, boys and girls. Glad to have
Yeah.
you aboard. We got another great show lined up. A lot of football and basketball. We'll talk about the McNeese Cowboys with a big win on the road. We got Dave Simmons,
Doing well.
McNeese
Doing
head
really well.
basketball coach, coming up later on in the first half hour to talk about that win and a historic trip, first ever in the annals of McNeese basketball, to North Carolina. They
big time.
played them in football
That's
like
big time.
4 or 5 years ago,
Yeah.
but
And
North
almost won that
Carolina at the Dean Dome coming
That's
up
big
this
time.
weekend. We'll talk about that.
I'm
and more. All right,
glad they
guys.
enjoyed themselves at Texas Tech.
I think they did. I think
Yes,
they
they
did.
did.
And who
Big
knows?
win.
They
Big
might
win for the
enjoy
Cowboys.
themselves to a certain degree against the Tar Heels. We'll
Tar
find
Heels
out.
some
And
bad
the
boys.
Saints might make the playoffs.
No, we're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
No.
I know you were feeling a little bit good on yesterday, Rick, but you know what, though? Saints played well. You know, Drew Brees was lighting them up, but you know what, Rick? That old saying, day late and
dollar
a dollar
short. Yeah. All right,
have
Mr.
the
Grandfather,
scenario.
coming. You got another saying for me? What?
No, I have the scenario whereby the Saints make the playoffs.
You want
If
to
you'd like hear it.
impart that on us? Go ahead,
Okay.
Professor.
Okay. Please let us.
We're
enlighten
very
us.
interested in this.
Scooter.
Saints went out.
This is an hour-long show now.
Saints
but
win
okay.
out.
Saints went out.
All right. They have to win out.
They have to win out.
They're 6 and 8.
Every one of these things has to happen.
Okay.
The Bears must lose to the Cardinals and the Lions.
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
The Giants must lose to the Ravens and the Eagles.
That's not going to happen.
The Vikings must lose to the Texans and the Packers. The Cowboys, of course, must lose to the Saints
Saints.
next week. And then the Redskins the next
Fine.
week. The Rams must go 1-1 against the Bucks and the Seahawks.
Okay.
Which that sounds
Seahawks
good.
are critical.
Okay.
But every one of those things has to happen. In other words, that's 10 games.
Yeah.
They all got to lose.
Well, they've got to go 0-8 in the first 8 and 1-1 in the second 2.
Interesting work there, Professor.
That is very good, Scooter.
Thank you.
And now
Thank
you
you.
calculate the odds of all that happening.
Yeah, we both know what
I
those
would
are.
Vegas
say
put
even
on
if you
that.
considered each game a coin flip, the odds of that have got to be like 1 in 500.
Yeah,
would
or
say.
more than. Look, mathematically, I guess by your calculation, they're suing it. But no, the postseason's over for the Saints. But you know, to your point, look, what I took away from that, two things. Even though just a week earlier, Eli Manning tattooed him for like 52.
He did.
I still see some progress with this defense under Steve Spagnuolo. It's inconsistent though, but I see.
Well, you know, that
It
was,
is.
That's
I will
one
say this, that 52 the Giants put on that defense was misleading.
It's still 52.
It's
But
still
go ahead.
52.
It's still 52.
It's still 52. But I did not think this defense had a shutout in them if they
I didn't either.
played
First
air.
one
I
in
didn't either.
17 years.
Yeah.
I didn't
Longer,
realize
I
that. The
didn't
first
either.
shutoff for the
And-
Saints 17 years. But the other thing, and again, I'm still wondering about Chris Ivory, but that's for another discussion, another segment. But Joe Morgan, and here's another one of my hypotheses that I think Sean Payton's coming back, because Joe Morgan catches everything thrown his way, and it's usually for 30 or 40 yards downfield.
I agree.
He is
Yeah.
another
This guy,
find for
he is.
them.
He is.
When it comes to
he
skill
is something.
players,
I mean,
Where did he come from?
I don't know. Nobody-
I forgot his
I
history.
mean,
I forgot where he's
You
from
thought
and
that-
how they got him.
I mean, you thought Guidry was going to be the guy that was going to be the long ball guy that would get it to
Oh,
him,
no
but
more.
Not anymore.
No.
I mean, and I love Guidry. You know that. That's
Well,
an
you
LSU
can kind
guy.
of see the
But,
handwriting on the
yeah,
wall for
you
next
can.
year.
You
with
can,
that.
Scooter.
You know, Guidry
you know.
will be on
Are you
the
in
clock.
agreement with this?
Oh, yes, very much
He is
so.
unbelievable.
He can go. He can flat out fly.
And it's not
honestly.
only these, over-the-shoulder
Yeah.
catches that he gets
Yeah.
separation.
But-
I saw him several times stretch out on 30-yard post routes, and the ball looked like no way, and
Yeah.
he stretches out and puts the mitts on.
And let me just
Unbelievable.
add a little bit to what we were talking about the Saints with the shutout. It can be a little bit misleading, Rick.
Of course,
to the defense.
of course. Look,
For the mere fact
five
that-
turnovers.
Yeah, yeah.
Credit the defense for
Doesn't
some of
matter
that.
how you do it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
haven't done it in 17
Yeah.
years.
And you're right, but when
I mean,
you got that
Ricky
much of margin,
Jackson was there the last time, I guess.
Yeah.
Soul Patrol. When you got that big a margin,
Or
on
was
some,
it the Dome Patrol? Now
Dome
you changed the
Patrol.
name to the Soul Patrol? They had to have a white guy on that defense. Come on, man.
I'm
The
sorry, Rick.
Soul Patrol?
I thought it was. I'm sorry, Rick. The
All right,
Dome
Don
Patrol.
Cornelius, welcome back. Go ahead.
But just looking back
Woo!
at it, great job for the
Yeah.
Saints. I mean, great job. But when you can put that many points on a defense, plus what the offense did, you can do different things in your defensive package that can cause your opponent to have trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, so, they
Of
were
course, Freeman's
throwing
having a look downfield a
They
lot.
were throwing the kitchen sink at him, Rick. I mean, a couple times
Yeah.
because they could do it.
Okay,
And,
no.
and he's getting confused at it because, he doesn't know what's coming at him,
Well,
Rick.
that, hats off to the Saints. But man, did the Tampa Bay look awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
And this is-
they came
awful
in with a
wasn't a
better
word.
record
yes,
than
they
the
did.
Saints.
And I
And
thought they did.
playoff contender
They
for a
did.
wild card
Really,
for
they
a
were
while.
for a while.
For a while there.
I mean,
And
Yeah,
just fell
yeah.
apart, man.
All right, hang on to that thought. Let's
Fell
shift
apart.
gears back to basketball. We promised basketball. I know we're still in the midst of all this football, but look,
I'm
look,
still talking football now.
I know I can overhype things, but
Yeah.
that's just my nature. But really, and we'll find out point blank from Dave Simmons. Might be my first question to you guys. 80-75 on the road at Lubbock. This ain't the Bobby Knight Texas Tech
No,
Red
it's
Raiders.
not,
We
but
know that.
still.
Okay,
but still.
but don't minimize it.
No, but still. Best signature win
And
against
Dave Simmons,
maybe
yeah.
5-10 years or of the Dave Simmons era?
Certainly
Could be,
of the
Rick.
Dave Simmons
That big?
era. I
Could
think
be.
you'd have to go back, to the year they made the NCAA
Mm-hmm.
playoffs. What was that? That's a dozen years ago, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
That wasn't
something
all
like
back.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would go along with that.
That's
yeah.
a big win.
It is.
This is
Hats
Big
off to the
12
Cowboys.
on the
And-
road.
Yeah.
You have no idea if they're any good or not. But it doesn't matter. You go on the road in the
I
Big
agree.
12.
I agree. I'm
when,
gonna-
do- when
interest-
does McNeese ever do that? Never.
Well, they had LSU.
No.
2 years-
When did they do it?
They have it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
they
I'm not
they
talking
had,
about they had LSU.
Well, they had
on the
LSU
road.
on the
Yeah.
ropes.
But
they
they
did.
didn't do it.
But
Well,
they didn't do it.
yeah,
Free
you're
throws
right.
killed them that
You're
year. It
right.
was like 2 years ago. You're right about that. But
right.
again, with and look, guys, this is without Patrick Richard. This is a team that with
You're right.
a Guidry who's a sophomore,
I know.
Eccles
And that little
first,
kid can play, man.
McFerrin a sophomore, Kevin Hardy a
Hardy.
sophomore. The only real senior they got is Dante Cannon, and
Yeah.
he's really not even scoring right
Yeah.
now. I mean, this is an amazing collection right now. This is
I
an
can't
amazing
wait to see
collection.
him. I mean, I'm excited about it, man. To see this many wins.
Five in a row,
that's
first
a lot
road
of wins,
win.
Rick.
Yeah, first
That's a
road
lot
win.
of
All right,
wins,
so
man.
the Cowboys beat Texas Tech. That's big local news.
That is.
80-75. Dave Simmons, Cowboy head basketball coach, going to be up with us later on in the first half hour
Yeah.
to talk about that game, the season thus far, what they have on the bench
Mm-hmm.
coming out for the Southland Conference, and of course a big matchup on the road at Tobacco Road. That would be the Dean Dome
Yeah.
Saturday morning on ESPNU.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Cowboys versus the Tar Heels of North Carolina. Taking a short pause here at the Holiday on Ice Ice Ring at LaBerge
Feels
Casino.
good out
We'll
here
be right
today.
back. More NFL.
Does feel nice.
Feels
And
nice.
I don't
Take a
know.
little
He's,
dip in
I
the
know
food.
it does.
yeah, he goes from Deion Sanders in the overcoat to Don Cornelius
got the Celtics on
to
there. Look at
Don
you two guys.
Cornelius and the Soul Patrol. We're back in 2 minutes.
Roll up
Don't go
my
far.
sleeves now. I can roll up my sleeves.
Oh man.
Soundoff 60 is brought to you by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort.
At Tarver Ford, when we do a truck sale, we do it big, like 10 grand off big.
Come see us today and take 10 grand off MSRP on brand new 2012 Ford F-150s, F-250s, and F-350s. Take your pick, then take $10,000 off MSRP, 11 grand off MSRP if you finance with Ford. Plus, 0% for 60 months is available, 0 for 60.
So come see us today at Tarver Ford off I-10 exit 21 in Sulphur.
comes to Miller time, battles aren't just fought by the man in the ring. They're shared by the men in his corner. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Big Easy got the flavor, so easy to share. Always a crowd pleaser, easy to prepare. Big Easy, you always taste so good. You got Louisiana flavor, wrapped up so tight. Pick up some Big Easy foods tonight. Introducing Big Easy Foods in stores now.
Welcome back to LaBerge. We're at the Holiday on Ice ice rink outside behind the big pool complex here at LaBerge Casino. We are so nicely joined by Santa's helpers. That would be Shaylee right here, Amy on the other side.
Yes.
They were, at least Amy was here last week to give us the rundown on the ice rink. We want to remind everybody for the holiday spirits, Shaylee, because you're a rookie, you're a newbie. Tell us about the ice. First off, how cold is it?
It's pretty cold.
It's pretty cold. No, I want the exact temperature of the ice. You got that? Probably not, right?
No.
It's below 32.
Below
That's a curveball,
32.
Rick.
We
It's
hope
frozen.
anyway. It's
Yes.
freezing. There you go.
Definitely.
What can the folks enjoy out here? Times, operations, that kind of thing.
We're open from 10 to 1, and then from 2 to 5, and then 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
Uh-huh.
Every day.
That's on the weekends. It's about to next week. They'll change it, and
Right.
it'll be all day, every day.
Because the kid's going to be out of school.
Yeah, because they'll be out of
Yes.
school. And during
Christmas
the
break.
week right now, it's from 2 to 9.
2 to 9.
That's great.
That's going to be a big draw.
Yes, it is, Rick.
Come Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with kiddies running around under everybody's foot, you've
Yeah.
got to get them out of the house.
You do.
And get them to do something. And this
You
would be a
definitely
perfect
do.
example.
This is
Get them
gonna
on
be
the
perfect
ice.
when they have-
And they can go out here and...
Kevin will babysit them while
No,
you're
don't say
gone
that.
shopping.
Is
I
that
can
your
barely
corner?
find my-
That's your
I can
corner.
find it.
That's your corner picked up right by the Christmas tree.
No,
Or the other hot rumor
Parents, we would
is
love to have you parents with your kids.
with all
Please.
the kids.
No,
The other
Kevin, just
No.
drop them off with old Kev.
Yeah.
Uncle Kev will take care of them.
the other hot rumor is
They'll be
Amy,
taking
all
care
the
of me.
kids come out. You're going to skate with them, right, and give them lessons.
They can skate if they want, but if they're under 6, the parents have to be with them.
Yes.
Right.
But if they're under 18, the parents just have to be around the ice rink.
But notice
Wonderful.
she missed that.
Yes,
the
she
hot
did, Rick.
rumor is you're going to be out
Me?
there. Yes.
Oh, no.
No.
I did a few weeks ago.
Huh? Did you?
Chalet will
it's
be
on
out there with them.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
And we'll skate with them from 6 to 9.
And you did.
Uh-huh.
Very
good.
You're pro.
It's gonna
I'm
be
pretty
nice.
You
good.
can stay upright.
I can stay upright.
She
I
can
haven't
stay
fell
upright.
yet,
Right.
so
The key question is, do you go on the Santa
Yeah.
suits?
yes.
See there? That's a
should be
good
nice.
there. That's a good draw for that. All right,
Yes, it
so
is,
the
Rick.
Holiday on Ice ice rink here at LaBerge is open. Remember,
Yeah.
when the kids get out of school, come out and look for Shaylee and Amy and the rest of the girls out here and have some fun on the ice. Didn't cost that much.
No.
Great holiday deal to get
It
you in the
is.
holiday
It
spirit.
is.
Ladies, we'll see you at something wise, guys, all right?
Thank you, ladies.
Thank
For
y'all,
coming
Shaylee and Amy.
Yes.
Santa's helpers here. They do add color and much
Yes, they
more
do.
to the show,
Yes.
to the proceedings. All right.
You
let's-
think?
You think? I got it down. They didn't have any hats or anything to give to us, so we'll have to
we
work
should have
on
those
that
next week.
Christmas Eve,
Yes.
you think?
We'll make
Are you
sure
going to
and have
challenge
those.
us?
We'll make sure and have
Remember
those.
last year?
I'm going to have my head.
Oh, the ugly.
Remember last year?
I
The
promise
crazy
I'm gonna-
Christmas. Whose idea was that?
Yep.
We
That
wore
was
these
Scooter's.
crazy Christmas sweaters. Yeah,
was
that was
Scooter's.
your idea.
Yeah,
That was
we
Scooter's
won't do
idea.
that again.
No.
No,
I
we
pulled
definitely
something out, and I think I looked
No.
like Lou Ferrigno.
No.
I didn't think I gained that much weight
I don't
since
know what I
dug
had
out
on,
that-
but no, we
dug
won't
out
do that again,
Sweater
no.
there.
No,
All
no.
right, let's
I
get.
forgot what I wore, but I don't think I have it anymore.
was
Oh,
whatever
it was torn. It was ugly.
Oh, it was.
It
It
was
was,
real bad.
hideous.
It
I
was-
mean,
it
that
was
was the
real bad.
point.
Oh,
Ugly
I
Christmas
know.
I can't think of
this
what it was
really
that I had.
was borderline hideous,
I can't
beyond
think of what it was.
borderline. All right, let's get back to some football.
Yeah.
You know, there was interesting how yesterday was Packers and Bears, and it was also Steelers and Cowboys.
Yeah.
And it was a big game for the Dallas
Yeah.
Cowboys,
It
and
was
a
a
big
big
game
game.
for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was interesting because that whole rivalry and that whole, and
Yeah.
of course, the network built that up, you know,
Right.
because of the Super Bowls, and it was a
Exactly.
big game for both, and that rivalry. Because I haven't seen Steelers and Cowboys play in
Yeah.
a while. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. But it was Bears and Packers, Steelers and Cowboys. Big win for Dallas. And you know, I'm not a big Dallas Cowboys guy. Okay, but again, the tie-in, the local angle to Sean Payton. The more the Cowboys win,
I'm telling you, Rick,
closer they get
it's-
to the playoffs, and then Jerry Jones is going to keep Jason Garrett. He won't
Yeah,
get
but I
tempted.
mean, you know, assuming this 1 in 500 million chance the
Yes.
Saints, do they have a lot of incentive to
Yes, they do.
put Jason Garrett on the hot seat this week?
Yes,
I don't
they do.
know. No, they don't.
Well, no, you're right. I'm saying
no,
they,
you're right.
can play a spoiler role, and
Yeah.
Do you want to spoil Jason Garrett's little parade there?
All right, Oliver Stone. I don't think
Look.
Jerry Jones is making a
I mean,
change.
no-
I really don't. I think he's
wait,
committed
can
to
we,
Jason.
and I don't know, maybe Scooter knows this, but
Let the Cowboys lose their
there's-
next two. See
am
how
I-
committed Jerry
am I-
Jones
Maybe.
is to him.
Am I correct in saying that this guy is somewhat in the family? The Cowboys head coach, isn't he married to a relative of Jerry Jones?
No,
I heard this, guys. Scooter, could you
No.
correct me if I'm wrong on that? I heard that he was married to
He
a relative.
expects you to know all these
I
intimate
know. He
details.
thinks
That's what
I'm
I
this
heard.
walking encyclopedia.
Yeah.
But
You know,
that
I
was,
don't
think
watch
so.
that was the
ET.
rumor.
I don't
That was
watch
the rumor.
ET tonight.
That was the
so.
rumor why he hadn't been fired up to this point.
No.
Because apparently he's got ties with Jerry Jones. He's married to a family member. That's what. Correct me and help me if I'm
I
not.
might have to do some Googling
Please
on
do.
that.
But
I don't
I'm
know.
telling
I
you,
don't
I heard that.
know. He's been a long-time assistant coach and
Yeah.
offensive coordinator for
But
Jerry Jones.
that came up in a conversation with Kevin. That's why Jerry hadn't fired him yet,
No,
because he's
I
married to a
just think
family
that's-
member.
I just think somebody's
He
throwing
just
that out there.
I'm
heard
just
this
asking.
I don't think so.
You don't mind spreading just
I
wild
don't-
rumors.
but
I
if
don't
it's
know.
not-
You might
if
be
it's
right.
not true, tell me.
That's
I want to
news
know.
me.
You
Well, I
might be
don't know.
confusing it with Jerry Buss of
No,
the Lakers.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Phil Jackson.
No, I'm not.
And
No, no, no,
Jeannie
no.
Buss.
No.
Jerry Buss,
No, no, no.
Jerry Jones.
No, no, no.
Just
No,
checking.
no,
Just
no.
checking. Just
Scooter's
checking.
gonna check that out
Just
for us,
checking.
though.
Just checking.
Yeah,
Scooter's
if I
gonna
was
check it out
Scooter
for us.
do this, Scooter do that.
He's giving you homework. Look, all right, so the Saints do go in
You can
to
Google
Dallas.
too.
Yeah, but you much better. Your information is much quicker.
Dallas goes, or the Saints go into Dallas
But
this
Rick-
weekend. And look, that's a little playoff in regard. The Cowboys, I think the Saints can beat them up there. I think the Cowboys are playing well, and our local friend Nate Livings is playing
Yes, he
better.
is.
That whole
Yeah.
offensive line has
Yeah.
had issues
Well, I
protecting
agree, but
Tony Romo.
I'm just really, in the overall scheme of things, I'm not sure it helps the Saints to win that game.
So your theory is Sean Payton may be interested in looking at an offer if indeed one comes
Well, I
across
would
the
just
table.
like
he
to know,
wouldn't?
this is a minor deal in his contract. Why haven't they taken care
That's
of it?
my point. I'm with Scooter.
It's
I'm with
so
Scooter.
minor, I don't know why Goodell got involved with it.
I do too. It's just
There's-
another Goodell,
Yeah.
Rick, but
And by
you
the
know-
way, the Saints get semi-absolved. Well, I guess they weren't absolved,
No.
but they take the threat of the sanctions over their head, and they win 41-0. So of course we can all say, well, that's the way they would have played all
Yeah,
year.
well, you can
if
draw that big
Goodell would have
conclusion.
stayed out
Yeah.
of it.
Draw that
He's-
big conclusion.
Just when you look at it, Rick, and you say to yourself, and I'm with Scooter on that, Sean Payton's out there right now, and nobody knows only Sean Payton knows. But Rick, it seemed like the longer this goes, doesn't it seem like you're hearing less about Sean and the Saints, and you're hearing more about Sean and the Cowboys? I mean, not that it's going to
Well,
make.
I
no,
don't buy it.
the Sean of
It's-
the Cowboys just kind of died down a little
No, I
bit.
don't buy it.
But I will throw this out there.
Something's just not right
If
with
the
this.
sanctions were too harsh on the players, why weren't they too harsh on the coaches?
I agree.
That makes sense too.
Totally agree.
That
We've
makes
talked
sense.
about it ad nauseum here, and
That makes sense.
and I agree. Now that it is finalized,
Yeah.
that's a question
Because
that should be posed.
no coach has ever been suspended for a year.
No,
for
no.
a year.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
For a
So I mean,
year.
why if
Well,
the sanctions?
a GM
I'm
a
sure
GM.
they can come back and say yes, but if you we'll check what Tagliabue said. He said that he was very hard on these Saints organization.
Yes.
And I've
Because
said
they
that.
were told.
I've
Because
said
they
that.
were told.
Yeah.
The thing that's got them in trouble is the NFL warned them, and they
were
kept
told.
And
Yeah.
it go on and on. But
whatever
look,
they were doing, they kept doing.
wrapping up that point, look at it from this perspective. And that's why I mentioned Joe Morgan in the first segment. Where is the upside? You go to the premise that Sean Payton is there to win championships.
Right.
Okay? You're going to get the money. They're going to
Right.
make a lot of
No, they will,
money.
Rick. I
But I
agree.
know he wants to make more
I agree.
money, and Dallas is a bigger market, that whole thing. But where is the 3 to 5 year upside? Is it more with Drew Brees, who's healthy, or is it Tony Romo, who can be very erratic, or you have a Joe Morgan
Oh,
on the
that's
outside?
not even close.
I don't think.
Where
I
do
think
you
it's-
have more
when
upside
you-
to win championships?
When you look at the upside,
Plus you
Rick,
got
it's gotta
Tom
be in
Benson
New
versus
Orleans.
Jerry Jones.
Yeah, but when you look at the upside, Rick, that's simple. I mean, it's got to be in New Orleans because the relationship that Sean Payton has with Drew Brees, that's a done deal. But when you look at more of a national spotlight, you may consider Dallas.
Yeah, he's right.
Well, they haven't won a playoff game more other than the one they won a few years ago.
They won one in what?
In 17 years.
Yes, they won one playoff game.
He's got a better chance to win another Super Bowl in an immediate future in New Orleans versus Dallas. That's my opinion. All right, another short pause. More football.
That may be a little myopic, but okay.
Yeah.
That may be a little myopic, but okay.
Okay. Coming up later on in the show, Cowboy head basketball coach Dave Simmons talk about their big win over Texas Tech and North Carolina.
That was a big
coming
win.
up. That and more when we come back to the Holiday on Ice right here at LaBerge Casino. Stay right there.
Soundoff 60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford, Douglas Parkway in Sulphur.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
When Miller time is on the line. Friends don't choose sides. They root for the victory that they all get to share in together. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
What is it about Luxair cooling products that deliver the comfort you've been wishing for? Is it their energy-saving performance? Those super cozy moments with loved ones? Or perhaps it's that great feeling you get in helping those wishing for a little comfort of their own. For over a decade, we've been helping deliver hope, strength, and joy to Make-A-Wish children and families at a time when they need it most. Find out how Luxair home comfort products will make you feel really good this season. Luxair, the comfort you've been wishing for.
So, Philip, you guys have been here for 3 years. I see the blue tags everywhere. How's it going?
Oh, we've made great progress, Judd. We've got people coming from Westlake, DeQuincy, Hackberry, Vinton, even coming across the bridge in Lake Charles, Moss Bluff, and Iowa. It's not that far, and we really are having a great time serving them and seeing people respond to us.
So, Todd, give me an example of what you got going on here.
Well, Joe, we got a $299 a month lease on the F-150 crew cab, and as always, complimentary lifetime oil changes. We've got a great group of people here working real hard to serve our customers.
So come see us at Tarver Ford, exit 21 in Sulphur.
All right, welcome back to LaBerge Casino Holiday on Ice, the ice rink. Remember, when the kids are out of school, plan, all right? Check with the folks down here, find the hours of operation, because there's going to be a lot of ice skating sessions. Bring the kids down here. Let them get off some of that out-of-school energy for the holidays.
And we've actually gotten some parties set up, Rick, for the holidays when the kids are going to be out of school. So
yeah, you can do parties out here, too. If you have a birthday party during Christmas time, this would be a perfect place to do it here. All right, also coming up, January 8th. January 8th, Engelbert Humperdinck. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
That's Scooter's
not
guy.
With you. Huh? That's Scooter's guy. Humperdinck.
Humperdinck.
That's Scooter's guy.
Well,
Humperdinck.
Primarily Don Cornelius over on the far end. You know, Humperdinck doesn't fit into that Soul Patrol,
He's kind of on
does
the
it?
senior tour now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Cool.
Oh, my gosh. January 8th, Engelbert Humperdinck, a legend, is coming to
He's going to be here,
LaBerge Casino. Later on in the show, we're going to tell you about another big show coming to LaBerge. I mean, this is huge.
Yeah.
Now, Train was big.
Yeah.
But these guys, these guys are big too. Maybe even a little bit bigger of late. We'll tell you about that a little bit later on the show when it comes to concerts. All right. So we've tackled a lot of issues here. We have, at least I have Sean Payton staying in New Orleans as head coach of the New Orleans Saints. But remember how long it took for Drew Brees to get his contract done?
Yeah, but this is different. I mean, this shouldn't. Something's going on here.
Something's going on. I'm with Scooter on that, Rick, because you know what? You know, if it wasn't that bad, something should have been done by now. Something should have happened. And it's just hanging out there, just looming out there. And that's not a good thing, Rick. It's not a good thing.
Well, maybe nobody wants to do it because they're still playing games.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
you got
the GM is not. That's who's doing it. The GM's not
I
playing.
agree.
Sean doesn't have any games.
I'm trying to be positive.
Exactly.
He might have that.
He's got his little
son,
Pee Wee League game.
Pee Wee League thing going on.
That's it. He's sponsoring that. That's
I'd
about
like
it.
to be a Pee Wee League coach there
Can
in
you
Dallas.
believe
You
that?
look across the field and you're
You got
coaching
Sean
against
Payton.
Sean Payton.
Yeah,
Can you
Sean
believe
Payton
that,
with the
man?
visor and the pursed
Oh,
lips there.
man.
Visor and the pursed lips.
Unbelievable.
Staying on football. And we got a few more weeks, but again, for the second straight year, it's Sam Houston State from the Southland Conference against North Dakota State for the FCS Championship. January 5th is the game schedule. And they're gonna, they used to be like mid-December. Now they're pushing it way back.
I
don't know if I buy into that. I don't know if I like that.
I think sometime, just before the first might be good for that one.
Yeah.
And last year or 2 years ago, the first year they did it, they had it in Dallas, Frisco, which is a suburb of Dallas, and they have it at the same time and day as the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it
Exact
was
same-
2 years
Oh,
ago.
it
I
was
don't
2
think
years
it
ago.
is. The Cotton Bowl's the
Okay,
4th.
man.
You say it's the 5th.
Yeah. This is January. And the Cotton Bowl is January 4th.
Yeah.
Now maybe
At least they're a day apart.
Yeah,
but
they
still.
smartened up on the scheduling, but
That is, yeah. You don't wanna do that.
you got for the second straight year, and this is not the first time this has happened, but again, North Dakota State and Sam Houston again, good for the conference.
Yeah, it is.
Southland Conference,
It is.
and they beat like 3 Big Sky teams, Montana, maybe a Montana State in there, and now Eastern Washington. To get there, and the Big Sky in FCS, they're one of the rulers.
Yeah.
They rule the hen house, so to speak, in a lot of cases.
Speaking of which, I watched a good bit of that game Saturday.
What a game it was.
Flipping back between the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, which
I would assume you were giving us a game report on that.
And back and forth watching the Potato French Fry Bowl on the Blue Smurf in Boise.
Yep.
And flipping, and you think that looks bad.
Yep.
Then you flip to Eastern Washington where the red turf is brighter than those little elves outfits we had out here. That was hard on the eyeballs now. That's atrocious.
Yeah, that is.
Who thought that
I
East?
have no
I
idea.
thought the Blue Smurf was bad, but who thought that Eastern Washington thing up? I mean, really, on TV, you couldn't see the Eastern Washington players very well.
And a lot of red. All red. Yeah,
You're right,
I don't know if
You're
that's.
right.
I don't know if
that
that's
can't
fair.
Be. I mean,
that's a good idea.
I don't think it is either, Rick.
I mean,
think
I don't
you're right
know.
there.
I'm sure.
That's a little bit
as
of a
far as
disadvantage.
competitively, it looks different on the field when you're on the
Yeah, of
field.
course.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not always outlined against the rest. But I know that Boise State, their conference passed a rule that Boise State could not wear all blue.
Yeah,
on that
I
turf.
remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is atrocious, though.
I'm okay with Boise's blue field because they were like the
Well,
first
it looks
one.
good in comparison to the red.
Yeah, the reds.
But that
when
red,
it first came out.
I mean, that really is distracting from the game.
It is. And I think it's red in Eastern, blue Boise, and purple in Central Arkansas, and that should
But
be
the
it.
purple,
That should be it?
No,
Is there any more
somebody
out there?
told me during the game, and I wasn't watching at the time. They showed, and there's a couple of other fields. But I mean,
What color
I've seen
scheme?
the Central Arkansas, and it's gray and a
Grayish.
light purple kind of.
Yeah.
It's not quite as bad.
Right. The
But-
ray is pretty stark.
That
Pretty
red, good.
So you're saying we
grief.
could look for LSU to have a purple and gold field in the near future? That's what you're saying?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No, I don't believe that. But back to the field.
I didn't
Look,
think so.
Flanders goes for like 230 yards. They get like almost 500 rushing. Both teams put together over 1,000 yards of offense. But it was 35-0 at half. And then Eastern Washington
end up
goes
hanging
on a
on for
barrage.
dear life.
Yeah, 45-42. Eastern, and of course, McNeese Cowboy fans know of Eastern Washington. Of, gosh, your calendar mine might be better than mine. They came in here to McNeese and whipped up on the Cowboys.
Yeah,
pretty
they
good,
did pretty.
with a
And
very,
that was when they
with a very
weren't.
good
That
passing
was
game.
that kind of put them on the map too,
Yeah.
as I recall.
Yeah.
And they've been,
That win.
Since
an
then, they've
FCS
been on
power
an upswing.
ever.
But
I think the key though, in the second half, they switched to a red ball.
did you see that? I did not see that.
They switched to a red ball, and then Sam Houston was really in trouble when
Yeah,
they
that was
switched
it.
to a red ball.
Kevin, give me your
crazy.
thoughts on Sam Houston again, second straight year. They lost last year in the title game, but now they're in it again. And
Playing the same team.
And the same team. Yeah. the power shift in the Southland. And look, I wrote over the weekend that this is strictly my opinion, that the Matt Viators of the world and some other guys, you might have to start. Now, I'm not saying you copycat, but there's a saying that I'm going to throw out a little bit later on. But you got to start looking at your competition and to see how of what you're doing offensively and defensively can stop the power now that's in your conference.
Yeah.
And if it takes a tweak on a defense or an offense to better utilize your talent, you better make changes.
But Rick, you know
what? Sam Houston's going to leave you in the dust.
But I'm telling you where it's going to start at, in recruiting. Because you're going to have to find people.
But that's 2 or 3 years,
Not
man.
really.
But
that's 2 or 3 years.
But being able to do it that quick, sometimes you don't have schemes or the people to run those schemes.
No,
Rick.
I think it's going to be interesting
it's gotta,
on a lot of
It's got to
levels.
work itself out.
I'm interested in watching some of these bowls because you've got a lot of bowl games this year. LSU's a good example.
Yes.
I mean, they're playing one of those spread out, read option teams.
Very good offensive team.
And then LSU's got a month to prepare for them. If
They'll
they
be
have
okay.
trouble slowing that thing down, I think some of your traditional teams might have to step back a little bit.
That's my point. That's my point.
And I see your point, Rick.
That was one of the things I was planning on writing about leading up to that game.
But Clemson just goes
they
crazy.
rocketed it.
Yeah.
But Rick, on top of that, Rick, you've got to have people in your organization to be able to make those adjustments.
And I agree with you.
And if you don't, Rick, don't do it. You better not do it.
Here's my point with the McNeese Cowboys. And look, the Viators of the world, they're smart. I'm not telling them anything they don't already know. But you've got a Kelvin Bennett now that showed the speed in the last game against Lamar. He's a 4-3 guy. And then you've got Ernest Celeste in that slot who really still hasn't gotten him enough balls yet. So you've got, and then you've got this hot shot from up north, Damon Gladley, who's supposedly at 6'2", 190, is going to be kind of a new coming for a wideout for McNeese. What I'm saying is, you got to tweak some things to better utilize your talent to attack the now power of Sam Houston.
Totally agree,
That's all I'm
Rick.
saying.
I totally
That's all
agree,
I'm saying.
Rick.
All right.
That's where it's got to start.
I got it. We got it.
We did.
2-minute pause. When we come back, Cowboy basketball. Dave Simmons coming up next. Talk about Texas Tech and North Carolina coming up this weekend. Stay
It's
right
a big
here.
game.
We're coming right back.
We are worldwide, 365 and 24/7 at soundoff60.com. Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Back after this break.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Fly the blimp, too much hot air. Race announcer, same thing there. Wouldn't get a word in with you know who. Just get down on the track and do what you do. Slide down in my seat, pull the belts tight. Get up on the wheel and let the dust fly. Napa know-how.
Welcome back to L'Auberge Casino Holiday on Ice, the ice rink. The ice is still frozen, waiting for you. And we've got Dave Simmons of the McNeese Cowboy head basketball coach. You put a freezing. There's my little segue. Poor, I know. You put a freeze on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Congratulations, 80-75 over the weekend. Big win at Lubbock, Texas. We mentioned in the earlier part of the show. First question, right off the start. Your signature win? Is this your signature win of your tenure here at McNeese, beating a Texas Tech, a Big 12 school on the road at their place?
Well, I hope it's not, because that means I'm going to be here a lot longer. If I can find one down the road in 2030 or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
But, it was a great win for us, no doubt. We've been over there before. A couple of years ago, we took a team a little bit more experienced than this team we had this time, and we came up short. We lost by 1 point, had a chance to win it. And we talked about this in the pregame speech. We were talking about we had some business undone here.
Yeah.
And those guys met the challenge. Texas Tech, they've gone through some things in the last few years, but they're very good. They're 6-1. The only team that's been in there, Arizona, and outplayed them. Everybody else is, just struggled with them in there. But we played well. It was a great win. We had a local boy playing against us, Josh Gray. So it's kind of exciting. It's a reunion in Lubbock, Texas. I think I read that in the paper, but it was a great win. We beat a Big 12 school, which is always good.
Yeah.
I looked at the conference, Southland Conference record before that game, and I don't have the statistics closely right, but it was somewhere like 159-17 versus Southland Conference. So I told the guys, we're one of those 159s that I know of, and I said it was be good to be on that 18, give them one of those 18. So we're very fortunate. We played well, and we fought hard, and the guys done a tremendous job in winning the ball game.
Timing had to be good on this from your standpoint. Y'all were seeing a little success, not against a team anywhere near this, at home for the most part. But you were showing a little progress, I guess, doing what you're telling them to do. But then to have this to kind of cap off this 4 or 5 games that y'all put together, that had to be real from a coaching standpoint. You see what happens,
No doubt. Well, the games, having a winning streak going into a game, you had a lot of confidence. You beat 2 good basketball teams from Sun Belt, UL, and then we beat Louisiana Tech from the WAC, which were good wins for us. And to keep that momentum going, they did that. And, one of our goals, I told them this again jokingly. I said we hadn't won a game on the road. And we had 2 opponents left at this time. One was Texas Tech, and one, of course, we got North Carolina coming up. I say, let's just take them one.
Yeah, we wanted to ask you about that one.
Yeah. We just take them one.
Hold off on North Carolina just right now. But
I hate to put a damper on this party, but
it's your choice. And we that was one of our goals. We needed to win, because in the conference race, you're going to have to beat somebody good on the road in your conference, and that was a good win for us.
Coach, when you look back and you say to yourself, we were just talking just a minute ago about your team not having that many upperclassmen. You've got to be excited about the potential that's out there right now for you guys and how they're playing to be so young.
You're right. Besides the 2 seniors, Dante Cannon and Jeremy Mitchell, if you told me we're 6-3 at this point with a young team and knowing Craig McPherson only played half a season last year, we're going to get him back. But we to be at this stage and point in time, I might pinch myself right there. And I guess that was a good Christmas present the other night in Lubbock. But, our progress is going well. I feel like the guys are doing what we asked them to do from a coaching standpoint. They're world beaters. And after the Texas Tech game, the enthusiasm, the excitement, they were running through the halls. Running. And I heard one of them say, we got North Carolina next. and I said this to myself. I said, hold there, that's a little bit bigger too than that. But, it's just part of it.
It does.
But they're excited.
Hey,
that's good.
They can beat the world right now.
If you were hoping to get a split out of this road trip, it's good you went ahead and won that first.
Yeah, you got Texas Tech out the way. Dave Simmons, head coach of the McNeese State Cowboys, 6-3 overall. You win your first road game at Lubbock, beating Texas Tech. Before that, you mentioned you beat UL Lafayette at home. You beat Louisiana Tech at the Civic Center at home. Good, solid wins. Then you go on the road. Then you got North Carolina. But before we get to the Tar Heels, talk to us a little bit about the Shadrick Guidry. 5-6 straight double-doubles. Was in and out of the lineup last year. Young kid, sophomore, local, Washington Marion. I mean, and not a huge guy. No. What, 6'7", 6'6", maybe? But just plays bigger than that.
He does, and the Shark is a warrior. He's got warrior mentality, and when he brings it to the court, he plays hard on both ends. And I guess that's coming up. And I said it's had a lot of tremendous games in high school.
Yeah.
He played young at Washington Marion. They had some state championship runs while he was a part of it. So he's the product of a good basketball player coming out of a good system. And, you know, we just fortunate to have him at home. We're lucky, and it's crazy how recruiting. You talk about the Shark, and you talk about Kevin. Those
Kevin
guys.
Hart, St. Louis kid.
Wasn't over. Neither one of them was over recruited. You know, the Shark is that mid-size. If he was 2 or 3 inches taller, probably wouldn't be at McNeese State. But he's just a guy just has a knack for rebounding, and rebounding is something. You can talk about it, you can fundamentally teach it, but kids got to want to rebound the ball. And we're very fortunate. He's a kid that loves to rebound, and you know, the double-doubles that comes along with it. And, you know, I say if we're going to have any selfish stats, just have those kind of stats to be double. But it plays into our system. You got to, and it helps the other guys because people got to concentrate and keep him off the glass. And you can see some of those other guys slip in and get some offensive rebounds.
Wow.
Cool.
Go ahead.
I was just looking at the game, and one of the things that probably impressed me more so is that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is it just because of the tempo? You guys seem to push the ball up the floor a lot faster than years past that I've seen. Is it just the youth that you've got, or is it just that that's the type of games that you guys are playing now? Well, I mean, Coach, y'all push the ball up the floor.
Well,
quick.
We've got speed, and of course it has something to do with Texas Tech pressing the whole game and getting it up and taking these back. But, you know, we want to be a high tempo team. I think that's what the fans like. And I think if we can get easy baskets early, that's what I like as a coach, because you can sit on a half-court offense and you may not get a great shot, but you got to be good at both. But I like the easy baskets, and we've got kids that have. This team here has more team speed than we had in the past.
I've noticed that.
We can have we had Rudy Turner last year, was a bigger kid. Cleon Penn in the past. These guys can get up and down the floor a lot quicker than that, so we can move the ball, you know, at a high rate. Trying to get up and down the floor.
So what's the game plan to pull the upset of the Tar Heels now?
You know, I haven't, we just got back today, and I'll stumble on that. But, you know, they're North Carolina. We know who we are, we know who they are. And we're going to approach it, I think you got to approach it to the fact, just like any other game. You got to take what you think, obviously they don't have a lot of weaknesses, but you got to try to take their weaknesses and see if you can exploit those. And you got to get better. Obviously, we can't have 20 turnovers and beat North Carolina. But you just got to go into the game, and I told the kids this is the best way I can approach it as a coaching staff. And I said, you know, our ultimate goal is to win the Southern Conference, go to the NCAA tournament. And I said, along that road, we're going to probably, realistically, you're going to face a team of that caliber. North Carolina, if you're first round, if you're playing a play-in game or you playing a first-round game, it's going to be a high-profile North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky. And I said, well, let's approach this game as this is our first round game. We're playing North Carolina, win the game. So we're going to take that and build up on that. Obviously, we coming in on a winning streak. We won one game in a row. And I think these kids, you know, their minds, they're just as good as anybody in the country. And North Carolina, of course, they're going to present a lot of problems. And you're talking about a Hall of Fame coach. You're talking about a program that's historical background.
Iconic program.
Iconic program. And they know, they've seen them play on TV, they watch them, but I think the excitement is there. And if we go in with confidence, relax, and don't get overwhelmed with the aura of playing North Carolina and compete. My biggest thing is compete first and let all the other stuff take care of itself. But I mean, we've got a huge mountain ahead of us.
Oh, no doubt about it. And that is Saturday morning, ESPNU McNeese at Chapel Hill, Dean Dome, North Carolina, 11:30 tip-off?
It's 12 noon, I believe.
12 noon? Is it 12 noon Eastern time at North Carolina? You personally, Coach, you've played against, you know, big schools, big arenas, but you personally, going up against, you mentioned, Hall of Fame coach in Roy Williams, playing at the Dean Dome with the baby blue of North Carolina, that has to be a challenge for you. That has to, I'm not saying you're going to be in awe or intimidated, but personally that's got to be a challenge for you that you have to personally be looking forward to.
You're right. You know, across the time, just like I've watched those programs.
Yeah.
I've watched them as assistant. I've watched Coach Williams coach when I was a player. He was there with Coach Smith. And so, you know, the historical battle. And obviously, it's an honor for me to have our team go into a place like and have that opportunity to see where we are and see where we want to be. Those type of things. So I think the guys are up to it, and obviously we've got to play as probably as well as we can play being on the floor with those guys at this point in time. But if you ask our team, they're ready for it. They're hungry. You know, we just got to keep working hard and knowing that going to this game, we're going to take it. We're going to try to take it in segments. You know, there's a lot of teams in this. They talk about the word parity in college basketball. And and a lot of people didn't give us a chance against obviously Texas Tech, Louisiana Tech for that matter, being so young, and Lafayette. So those teams didn't expect us to win. So those are the kind of things going into those games, and you just hope you can continue to in confidence and play through as a game. The first 5 minutes is going to be so crucial in those games. The nervousness, the playing. If we can weather that storm and hold on there and settle into a comfortable setting.
All right, Coach, we wish you the best of luck on the road at Chapel Hill. That Saturday noon tip-off is going to be on ESPNU. It's McNeese against the Tar Heels of North Carolina, and then we'll have you back to talk about conference because that's where the second season really matters in the Southland. And Oral Roberts is now in the league. That's going to be an interesting challenge to say the least.
Correct.
Coach, travel safe. Good luck. All right.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Appreciate you guys for having us. And I want to say this. Rick had called me. This was preset before we beat Texas Tech, so I was coming on before that. So I was coming on after the loss or win.
We're talking about
I know Rick knew we were going to win that game.
Family, man.
Well, will I be back on next Monday? You knew we were going to win the game.
Floor is yours. Christmas Eve, if you want to come in on Christmas Eve. I can be Karnak. All right, Coach. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays, and have a great time in North Carolina. Short pause. We'll be right back at L'Auberge Casino. Stay right here.
Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort, home of Sound Off 60, and Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
At Tarver Ford, when we do a truck sale, we do it big, like 10 grand off big.
Come see us today and take 10 grand off MSRP on brand new 2012 Ford F-150s, F-250s, and F-350s. Take your pick, then take $10,000 off MSRP, 11 grand off MSRP if you finance with Ford. Plus, 0% for 60 months is available, 0 for 60.
So come see us today at Tarver Ford, off I-10 exit 21 in Sulphur.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
What is it about Luxair cooling products that deliver the comfort you've been wishing for? Is it their energy-saving performance? Those super cozy moments with loved ones? Or perhaps it's that great feeling you get in helping those wishing for a little comfort of their own. For over a decade, we've been helping deliver hope, strength, and joy to Make-A-Wish children and families at a time when they need it most. Find out how Luxair home comfort products will make you feel really good this season. Luxair, the comfort you've been wishing for.
Welcome back to the Holiday on Ice rink at L'Auberge Casino. Many thanks and kudos to Cowboy basketball coach Dave Simpson.
It's starting to fill up a little bit back here, Rick.
We got people ice skating behind us over there.
And in the pool.
And I'm looking this way, and we got people swimming in the swimming pool.
What a place. I mean, is that a resort?
Might be the hot tub.
No, that's the main pool.
No, that's the main pool. Scoot's right.
It's heated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I see him now. Okay.
Yeah. Not just the hot tub, the main pool there.
Now, you know
there were about 5 kids flapping those.
The marvels of Louisiana.
But this is what you call a
Casino.
resort. You can do these things at a resort.
I like that, Cass.
We got ice skating behind us and people swimming in front of us.
When you come to LaBerge,
this is what happens.
When you come to LaBerge, it's like,
What else they got?
It is.
you know,
This is what happens. This is it. This is the
coming to
place.
someplace. Don Cornelius, we appreciate your hosting. I gotta keep harping on that, man. I just can't get it out of my head.
I don't know where it came from,
The Soul Patrol.
I don't know where it came from.
The
I
late
heard
Don
that.
Cornelius.
I thought I heard it.
The late Don Cornelius said that.
Confused Kevin.
Woo! All right.
Oh,
and Don,
my
if
goodness.
the great Don Cornelius was
Don
here
was
today,
the
I wish I
man.
could do that voice. He would
Yeah.
really be impressed with this concert coming
We
up.
would.
Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
Matchbox 20 is coming to LaBerge Casino March 22nd
Yes. Scooter.
of 2013. So
Yes.
get your tickets because Rob Thomas
Yeah.
and Matchbox
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
they're huge.
They are.
They're huge. Anyway,
Now,
all right.
that would be around you guys' era. Am I correct to say
Oh
that?
no!
Really?
Oh no! They're
Really?
like really hip. They've been
Really?
yeah. I mean,
you
they're like
serious?
been around for 10 or so years.
Come on.
Oh yeah, they're
Okay.
they're big time.
That's good to
Matchbox
know.
20. Mark that down on your
I
calendar.
can't
at the
wait.
Special Event Center,
Can't
big
wait.
concert, Matchbox 20. All right, it's holidays.
Yes, it
It's
is.
getting hectic around everybody's house except yours. Because you know. Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you know, you're the one who says you have nothing
Scooter's
in the
coming to
refrigerator.
my house for Christmas.
You say you have
He's
nothing
coming
in
to my
the
house for Christmas.
refrigerator.
I'm inviting
so
Scooter for
that's
on Christmas.
Well, that's my
He's coming to my house
get
for
another turducken.
Yeah.
Get yet another
He's
turducken for the holidays.
That would
As
last me
well.
the
It's-
next year.
There you go, Big Easy Foods.
Yeah.
Turducken is still out there. We want to push you to the turducken. It's a
It's
turkey,
great.
it's a duck, it's a hen, all wrapped up in one
Together.
with stuffing. It's great. It feeds like 12, 15 people.
Yeah, it does.
You cook this thing down. It's very easy to do. Stick it in the oven. Follow the directions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's done in 2.5, 3 hours.
is.
You can feed like 15 people.
Yeah.
They're made here in Lake Charles by
Yes,
Big
they are.
Easy Foods. You can buy them down at your favorite retailer all across Southwest Louisiana.
Yeah.
Or hell, send it to somebody.
You can. Be a great Christmas gift.
BigEasyFoods.com. They'll ship it, they'll dry
They will.
ice it down, and they'll send it anywhere in the world. They sell like 50,000
They are good.
annually of these turduckens.
They are good.
And they're made right here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. It's Big Easy Foods. Great
Yes.
meal for the holidays, Christmas Day or New Year's Day. You can't beat that. All right. Again, thanks to Dave Simmons
Yes.
for coming in.
And wish best of luck to Coach Simmons too. And his
I
team.
mean,
Best of luck.
this is a big win
Yeah,
over
playing
Texas
North
Tech.
Carolina. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've been around most of the big time coaches at some point or another, but Roy Williams might be my favorite.
Class act.
He is just the most
Class
pleasant guy to be around.
Fun guy.
Of the big time coaches that I've ever met.
I've never met him, but seen him on television.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to meet him.
Yeah, I mean,
I really would.
he handles a press conference very well too.
Yeah, I'll go with
very
that.
good guy.
I'll go with that. Okay, so the Cowboys are at North Carolina. Look, they get through the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They're not going to win this game. All right, it's North Carolina, it's the Tar Heels, but have a good showing, and I think they will. If they can keep this within a reasonable double-digit head count, they can come away with this with a lot of confidence. Because right after that, a holiday break, and it's January 3rd, and it's Northwestern State. Now, big drop-off, North Carolina, Northwestern State. But this is conference. They got to get in postseason tournament in the SLC.
Yeah.
And guys, Patrick Richard gone, all those points, all that leadership.
I know.
I
But you're
follow
right,
this
Rick.
team. I did not expect it. I was very big
know.
on McFerrin last year and Guidry and
Yeah.
Dante Cannon, but I did not expect this kind of quick turn.
I was blown
coming
away
out of the
at
gate.
such youth, and I mentioned it to him, just to be so. I mean, you look at these guys. Look like they've been playing together for years, and they haven't.
No, they haven't.
They haven't. And
No.
I was impressed with that.
And
I
is
really was.
it youth or youth? Is it youth? That's from what movie is that?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
God, what movie?
Oh no, it was
I don't-
Goodfellas.
No,
wasn't it?
no. It's the
Yeah,
other
Youth.
funny movie.
What do you mean, Youth?
Youth. What movie is that?
Oh, my cousin
Benny.
I had the same actor.
Yeah,
My cousin
yeah, that's
Benny,
right.
yeah.
Pesci.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
his
Joe
first name?
Pesci.
Yo, Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
You sounded you go from Don Cornelius to Joe Pesci with the youth.
Youth. I'm sorry. Youth.
I'm just picking on you, Guidry. We need to take another short pause.
It's getting a little bit cold.
The lovely ladies are coming back. They're
They'll
going
be
to try
back.
to stump the wise guys and get after Don Cornelius.
Scooter would know that
I
guy.
don't think
though.
it's going to be hard tonight.
We'll be right back. Stay right here.
Soundoff60 is presented by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
Philip, you guys have been here for 3 years. I see the blue tags everywhere. How's it going?
Oh, we've made great progress, Judd. We've got people coming from Westlake, DeQuincy, Hackberry, Vinton, even coming across the bridge in Lake Charles, Moss Bluff, and Iowa. It's not that far, and we really are having a great time serving them and seeing people respond to us.
So, Todd, give me an example of what you got going on here.
Well, Joe, we got a $299 a month lease on the F-150 crew cab, and as always, complimentary lifetime oil changes. We've got a great group of people here working real hard to serve our customers.
So come see us at Tarver Ford, exit 21 in Sulphur.
Miller Time. You won't find it on any clock or specific time zone. Miller Time isn't so much about when as it is about who. It's about the friends you go to bat for, the ones who'll be there when they say they will. Even if being there means crossing state lines with no questions asked. Because guys that leave nobody behind deserve a beer that leaves no taste behind. And with great friends and a great tasting light beer, it's not just a good time, it's Miller Time.
All right, welcome back to the show. Wrapping it up, the lovely ladies are back. Sandra's helper, Shaylee, and Amy. It's Tall Stump the Wise Guy, sports trivia. We all love it. All right, here we go.
Here we go. I'm ready.
Who's up first?
All right, you ready?
Shaylee.
How many Super Bowls have the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers played, and who leads the Super Bowl matchups?
Have played and won or played?
I mean, played against each other.
In Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna say 3.
I would say 2. I would say 2. I would say 2
to 1 Steelers.
Steelers lead 2 to 1.
I would say
2 to 1 with 3 Super Bowls.
I would say 2.
There.
That's correct.
We all right?
Y'all were right.
We all right.
I
2
was
to 1.
kind of half guessing on that.
All right.
Here we
I'm
go.
good.
Amy?
They played
good
2
on that
like
one.
back to
Okay,
back.
good on that.
almost. They played.
Since 2006, the Steelers have played in 2 Super Bowls. Who were their opponents, and name the game's winners?
Oh, man.
Wow.
And
We
I
got
know
Cowboys
this.
and Steelers going on.
I know this.
Since 2006, the Steelers have played in 2 Super Bowls.
They're 1-1.
Who do they play?
They're 1-1.
They played Green Bay, and Green Bay beat them.
Right. That's the first one in Green
And
Bay.
then they won one.
With Aaron Rodgers.
No, Aaron Rodgers plays quarterback for the Packers.
I'm sorry. What's the
Russell.
quarterback?
Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger.
Well, he played in both
the
of
one
them.
they played and beat. You said Green Bay beat them, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But then they played
that was
another
Aaron
one and
Rodgers.
they won.
Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback.
No. Green Bay
He
beat
was
the
quarterback when
Steelers.
they beat
Green
him.
Bay. Okay.
Wow.
You got me.
This
You
is
flipped
Super
me
Bowl.
on that
This is
one.
about 4 or 5 years ago. Who did they beat?
Come on, Scooter.
Giants? Is that the other time?
No. Wasn't a
I'm
Giants.
stumped. I'm
Seattle.
Seattle. God.
Seattle was in
that
the
was a
Super
long
Bowl?
shot.
Oh,
That was
Hasselbeck.
I'm saying that too. Seattle was in the Super
Hasselbeck.
Bowl.
Yeah. Hasselbeck got him there.
I missed that
Oh, I missed that one too.
All right.
I
Back
missed
to
that
Shaylee.
one. Okay.
Okay.
1-1.
They're very good this year.
All right. Who was the Pittsburgh's first Super Bowl MVP in 1975 Super Bowl?
Oh Lord, 1975.
Probably Bradshaw. Bradshaw?
75. No.
I'm going to go.
Name Joe Green.
No, there's not been very
75.
many. Who's the running back? Who's the running back? Who's the running back?
Franco Harris.
Franco Harris.
Yes.
I knew it wasn't Terry
Franco,
Bradshaw.
okay,
Not the
okay.
first one.
I
The
was
very
saying
first
that. I
one.
said
Lynn
Lynn
Swan
Yeah.
was one of
Running
them.
back
in the-
Franco
Thank you,
Harris.
Cornelius,
Thank
we
you.
got it. All right.
Thank you.
Bonus
All
question.
right.
I'm not-
Here we
that's
go.
starting to annoy me. Quit calling him Cornelius.
I think it's funny. What do you want
That's
to call
starting to
him?
annoy me.
Joe Pesci?
Come
Yeah,
on, you.
Joe
Come on,
Pesci.
you.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Come on now, you.
Dallas Cowboys quarterback Roger Staubach led them to their first Super Bowl victory in 1972 over Miami by throwing a touchdown pass to what current TV network NFL analyst?
Oh.
Wait a minute. Wait.
There's only
wait,
one.
It's only one. Wait.
Who's old enough?
Staubach? What?
He
What are
drew,
you doing
who?
to?
Okay.
Wait,
Who
wait,
on
wait,
TV
wait,
now
wait,
could
wait.
Staubach have thrown a touchdown pass to in Super
I
Bowl
didn't know there was-
1972?
I
On television now. Come on, guys.
Oh, Ditka.
Mike Ditka.
Mike Ditka. Mike
You
Ditka
always
played tight
forget
end.
he played for
played
the
tight end.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he played tight end.
You always
He played tight
forget
end.
in late in his career he played for the Cowboys.
Yeah. That's kind of going back a little bit,
8
Rick.
years ago or something.
He played tight end. Very
We
good.
appreciate it.
No, we got one
Oh,
more.
you have
Thank you,
one
ladies.
more.
We got one
We got
more?
one more.
All right, Rick, you put him
No.
on. We got one more.
Sorry.
That's
Bonus.
it.
That was
That's
it.
That was
That
it.
was a bonus.
Okay, I thought we had
That's the
another
only thing we missed was the Seattle Seahawks.
That's the
Oh my
only
God.
one.
Thank you, ladies.
And
We
I was
appreciate
like,
it.
did they go?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got stars out here. Is Brittany Glazer still over there?
Yeah, Brittany's there. Brittany wouldn't come on.
From
We asked her
Channel
to come on
7?
for just a minute. Yeah.
Can you cajole her
I'm
to get
waiting
on?
girl.
I'm waiting on her to get on the ice.
Brittany Glazer, we want you on TV. Now.
She's got that great smile. Brittany, come over for a minute. Come on over for a minute.
Come on. She's not mic'd.
Come right through here,
She's not
Brittany.
mic'd.
Come on right
She's
around,
not
Brittany.
mic'd.
We just wanted to say
Come
we got
on,
good friends.
just 2 questions.
Just talk.
Come on, Brittany.
Just talk into Rick's.
Huh?
Just talk into Rick's.
Brittany, good to have you.
She's setting a record here. I heard there was an embargo from Channel 7 personalities never to come on this show.
That's not true.
You just got her in trouble.
No.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you know about sports?
Brittany's
Not
pretty.
a 6.
No,
A
Brittany, you're better than
6?
that, Brittany. You about an 8.
Pretty good.
You're pretty good, Brittany.
But on a scale of humility, I'm a 10.
There you go.
There we go.
All
There
right.
we go.
Who's gonna? All right, this is it. One question. BCS, Alabama, Notre Dame.
Alabama.
All right, nice to meet you. there.
Brittany, you and I were good friends before this. Now, go.
They're elitist, and it aggravates me so much. I'm ready for Alabama to win, even though.
Did you go to school in Tuscaloosa?
Alabama. I'm all about the SEC.
Brittany, another quick question. What do you think of Nick Saban?
I think he's very bright. I think he's kind of cold.
Gotta agree with you on that.
Are you going to be here New Year's Eve? You're not, right?
I will be at the
game.
Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Can you come back New Year's Eve?
We're gonna have Brittany up for New Year's Eve.
She's got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Brittany Glazer. And thank you.
We look
teams up with John Bridges, early morning, Channel 7.
I know
knows a
John's
lot
right now
about
pulling his
I'm
hair
waiting
out.
on her to get on the ice.
She's here to skate, obviously.
Yeah,
She's here to
it's
skate.
time to go.
All right, look, come out, enjoy yourself.
It's filling up
We're
now,
going to
guys.
be inside
It is.
Jack Daniels next Monday, Christmas Eve, for our true Christmas show. Until then, everybody, be safe. Happy holidays. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 60 Monday through Sunday nights, 9 p.m. and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout the week on Communicom Cable Channel 6 at 9 p.m. across Southwest Louisiana. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the boys and access our website links at soundoff60.com.